made it to Lake Colorado City State Park. Not going to do a lot of hiking or anything like that on this adventure, but I did want to, I've been about 2 years now using the same tent. So I wanted to do a review. I'm going to do a full setup, how I set it up, and just kind of go down and run down the tent. It's a Rightline Gear Truck Bed Tent. I really like it a lot. I don't have any issues with it. So I want to go through, show you how to set it up, and do like a 2-year review. See how the tent's held up. On this adventure today, we got Rocky with us. Hey, Rocky. There he is. As usual in a state park, they got to be on a leash, and he's not liking that part. I keep looking up because this bird's flying over. It's like a kite or something like that, but he's a real cool looking bird. I've got a really nice view of the lake from this site. This is number 23 in the Mesquite Loop here at Lake Colorado City State Park. And so yeah, it's a real pretty view of the lake right over there. This state park is what it is. It's not a it's a place in the desert, basically. So this is it. This is the Mesquite camping loop, and there's 2 other campers back over that way that I doubt I'll even be able to see them or hear them, and I doubt I'll see anybody this time. It's just a quick overnighter. I just had to get out and do some. Rocky was bugging me to death wanting to go camping, so I took him. This is campsite number 23. Again, like I said, in the Mesquite Loop. Pretty flat. Almost all of them around here are pretty flat. 22 is not flat. It does have a nice tree though, which is a premium in this state park. Yeah, so it's 23, and there's 21 that way, 20, 19, as you can go. This is 22 right here. That is, it's not very level. That's a little road that goes off down, I'm not sure, to a trail or somewhere. I have to go explore that here in a little bit when it cools off. 23 though, a full electric with water. Pretty sure it's just 30 amp. We'll take a look real quick. I don't know that they have any 50 amps in this park. I don't think they do. Could be wrong. Yep, this 30 amp. So I wanted to show you my truck. This is what kind of makes mine a little unusual. It's a full-size 8-foot bed with it's a dually, and I have a backflip bed cover on it. So, making a truck bed tent that'll fit that, well, it was just a challenge to do. So, but Rightline Gear got it right, and I'll show you how I set it up right now. One thing I like about Fords is they have this, at least these older trucks had these steps like this you can pull down with a nice little grab handle for old guys like me to jump up and grab it. This is the Rightline Gear Truck Bed Tent, and as you can tell, I've got my wear or use out of this guy. Got one little rip right here in the bag, but overall it's not bad. I did I was on a trip a few months ago, and when I was tearing down, my one of my tent poles broke. The shock cord inside it broke, which was lucky that I was tearing down and not setting up. So I just went through all the tent poles and replaced all the shock cords since one broke. It was real easy to do, and now they're just like brand new. So there's the tent poles. There's 3 of them. You have 2 with an orange on it and 1 that just has black, and that's for the awning. As you will, it's really not an awning, but so the Rightline, you know, like most all the others, they have a instructions sewn into the storage bag. Beneficial. Like I told you, I've got a backflip bed cover on this thing. So what I do, I flip this back and I leave the last one down while I'm setting up. And after that, when I'll bring you in, I'll show you what we got to do there after we get it laid out. So right now we're going to string this out. That's as far as it go right there. I always roll this up so that the door should be right here at the end, if I did it right. So this is the rain fly. We'll go into more detail on that here in a minute. It was raining last time I put this up, so I was a little worried about it being wet, but it seems to have held up real nice. Just loosely lay it out. Then, you know, kind of get it semi laid out so it kind of fits right. I always put that corner over first. And on the inside, there are these orange straps. These are key to making this tent fit properly. So while I got it all off like this, I go ahead and hook them up. And on Fords, we have a little tie down bracket right there that those connect to. Your truck may be different. You'll have to connect it to whatever you have. But I found that it's just a lot easier to go ahead and put these orange straps on. You know. There. Well, like I said, loosely got it laid out. Now, what I do, what's great about the Rightline, one of the great things about the Rightline tent, it covers the tailgate also. So not only do you get the full bed, but you get this extra, heck, it's almost 2 feet, probably 18 inches at least. I'm not sure what a tailgate is, but you get that extra room covered in your tent. So I really like the Rightline tent. That's not going to be the last time I say that, I'm sure. So there is a strap that goes underneath your tailgate, and then that corner goes over the end of the tailgate. tell that straps under, corners on, door. These are all my other straps. Everybody looks good. Now we can put the poles in. Okay. So the first pole we're going to put in has these orange stripe on it. When I recorded these poles, I put a little thicker cord in there. Just, I don't know, make it feel more durable, I suppose. To have these little places poles go through on each corner. Tricky part is right after you get past the middle, kind of keep raising it up, working it, raise it up, work it, raise it up, and you'll get it all in there. Just like that. We'll just leave that hanging for now. We'll do the other side same way. You'll notice on these pole sleeves, inserts, whatever you call them, one of them goes over the other. And I've found if you do it first, the one that's on top, it makes this one go in easier. So that's just I think it helps. Sometimes you got to go around, pull a little, push a little, pull a little. Pull a little, push a little. I can tell right now that I need to tighten my shock cord up though. And these, I left them a little loose. Not a problem. Okay. Tent poles are laid out. Now what I do, I go and I insert the two front ones. Has these little pockets that these fit into. And I go ahead when I'm doing this, I go ahead and attach this strap right there. Don't tighten it, just attach it. Go around the other side, do the same thing. All right, so now what I do is I take this one and I raise it up. There's a little pocket right here that it fits into. You just push up, just like putting the tent up, regular old tent. That's all you got to do. Do the other side. Push up, make sure your slack's out. Looks good, insert it. That looks good. Now we can put the awning pole in. It's marked just with this black. It doesn't really have any other color code. Okay, this is what we got so far. These are the little pouches. And I did want to show you this little rip right here. See that little tiny rip? That, my friends, is the only defect I've found on this tent so far in 2 years of camping with it. And I have done a lot of camping. So I got this set up back here. I usually pull it tighter. Once I get it all cinched up, I'll pull these down. It'll sit about like that. So we'll still got to put our straps on. And I've noticed on a lot of other YouTube channels that this is where they have issues. This right here. And I'm going to show you the proper way to take care of that. It's actually a good design. So here's what we got, my friends. Tent's up. We've got to put in the awning pole still. And then we'll cinch up the inner orange straps. That's what brings it all together. Till you get those cinched up, it doesn't look right. So as I was saying, this pole, this tent pole, awning pole, whatever you want to call it, only has a black tip, other designation. It slides right through this little opening. And then there's a little pouch, or sleeve, slides through. Well, it sure is nice out here. And it goes through the other side, same way, like that. Now, there's a little smaller pouch right here that these poles slide into. And then they have little clips here and here. And go ahead and you can put that on. Don't do anything tight yet. This side, same way. Push it up, slide it in the little pouch. Put the little clips on. And it's starting to look like a tent. Starting to look like a tent. See how it's sagging though? That is due to you have to pull up those orange straps. The way I do it, and I found this is really the best way, I grab it here by this pole, reach inside, get my strap up over the bed, make sure it's straight, grab the end of it and just cinch it up tight while I'm pushing up on this pole. Like that. Same thing on this side. Hold here. Get the orange strap over the bed. And pull it tight as you're pushing up. Just like that. Now it looks like a tent. Yeah, she looks like a tent. All right, now we can do the straps on the sides. Those are hooked up, these are hooked up, but they're not tight yet. Let's wait and do it after these. The important part on this corner right here, and this is where I've seen so many people go wrong. You take this strap and you pull it forward to a forward position. On my truck is right about there. So it's going this way. And you tighten it up. Like that. Pull it tight. This strap, I go over that strap and then I tighten it up. Like that. Always leave them a little loose until you do the other side. Same thing. This is where we can tighten them down. And it's a tent. You're not going to drive with it. You don't have to put Hercules tight on them. Just snug. Just snug. See how nice that fits? No sags, no gaps, nowhere where bugs can come in. Perfect fit on the 8-foot bed. Pull them tight. Now this being a dually, Yeah, this is the only thing that doesn't fit exactly perfect. It just bows out a little bit right here. So honestly, I like the ventilation. Same thing on the other side. That, my friends, basically set up. It's I've got a twin mattress bed back here because it's an 8-foot bed. So and a twin mattress fits perfect back here. You know, I like the way it fits and everything. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead. I'm not gonna put the rain fly on tonight because there's absolutely zero chance of rain here in the desert. So no rain fly, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it on just to show you because that could be a tricky thing to do. So I'll show you the easy way to do it. Believe me, I learned this by trial and error. The rain fly, this is the back here by the door. This goes over the door, the gray part. So the best way to do this is invert it. You want to find that far corner up there, which is this buckle right here. So what I'll do, I'll hook it on that buckle. And then I'll walk it back like this. This whole thing is going to go over the top. I got to pull my step out. This thing on this big Ford F-350, it's 12 foot tall. You know, you don't just throw this one over. So that's what I do right there. Just hook that first corner in over there. And then you can work it over like that. Just like that. Go ahead and snap that one in. Work it down just like that. Snap it in. Tighten it up. And that, my friends, there we go. That is the easy way to put a rain fly on this tent. Super easy. You don't have to fight it. You don't have to do any throwing. Just clip that one corner right there on first. Work it over, come back here to the back, and work the whole thing over. It works out really simple. But like I said, I'm not even gonna put it on tonight. I'm taking it off. That's the easy way to take it off. Bed sheet folding up. How do you fold up your fitted sheets? I always, you know, get the fitted line, the corners, and I'll get 2 of those together, and I'll match them up perfect. Do that up, then I roll it up like that, nice and tight. That's how I do my fitted sheets. Oh, I'm sure there's some proper way to do it. That's the way I do it. All right, rain, fly back. Well, that, my friends, is the Rightline truck bed tent on an 8-foot bed on an F350 dually. Just like that. Now, if it rains, or if I had really bad weather, I have pulled this step in and closed this up as well. I've had to do it one time in 2 years that I've been camping. I've camped twice in this tent. One time got down to 22 degrees, and the other time got down to 28 degrees. Both times I was camping in this tent. I've experienced thunderstorms in it, heavy rains, no snow. I've never had any snow. I've never had a leak. It's a really well-built tent, in my opinion. Now, one of the things I love most about the Rightline truck bed tent I'll show you. This tent does not have a floor. Now, I know a lot of you think, I don't want a floor. What do you need a floor for? You're in a truck. Number one reason, you do not have to unload all your gear to put this tent up. Everything can stay in the bed of the truck. All you have to do is put the tent up. There's no floor. If you got a floor in this tent, you have to take everything out of the bed of your truck, put the tent up, put everything back in your truck. To me, that's ridiculous. Well, anyway, this is the setup. Here's the inside. I've got the back flip. Well, what are you doing over there? You can't. You gotta see in here. You can't sit. I'll get you. You come over here and look inside. All right. I don't know why you were doing that over there, but here we are inside. This is home away from home. Hello. You're not gonna follow me? I'm down here. There we go. Following me now. This tent's really nice. It's got a, like I said, last time I put this up, it was raining. I got just a little mildew right there. I'll have to clean that up. It's got two triangle windows on each side, like this. One on each side. And then the top is a big, there's vents up here as well. So at night, I don't know if you'll be able to see that. There you go. There we go. Back over here. Oh, thank you. I don't know. What were you looking at over there? So inside we have little flaps that come over your bed rail. Just got to get them organized like that. And you got these little pouches. You can keep your essentials in it. I usually keep my water there, or whatever I have. Really a nice setup. All right, so let me show you what to do with this back flip. So what I do with it has these two little posts that are supports for, like when if this were up, if you had to drive your vehicle with this up. So I just push it up like that as far as I can, well, within reason. And I insert these little posts underneath it, like that. And then this one goes over here like this, like that. See? Now, that's nice and up and out of the way. I've had to, before, if I've been in here when it's been raining or whatnot, I've had to, I put that down and use it for like a little table. But that's it. That's the inside of the tent. there is a right up here, right there is a lantern hook, standard in a lot of tents, but I like it. This is the Rightline truck bed tent, and 2 years of running this tent now, and I only have that one small little rip. So the only defect that is on it is back there on the tailgate. Well, I'll show it to you. Hello, Rockstar. There's Rocky. He wants to come play. All right, so this is the only defect. Just a minute, buddy. I'll get you down. Quit it. Okay. The this zipper right here, I broke. Well, I didn't break it, but I zipped it up in my step. So that is the only defect that is on it, and I personally did that. It was no fault of Rightline Gear. Well, that's it, my friends. The Rightline truck bed tent looks pretty good. I love camping in that tent. It is one of my favorite things to do in the world. So we're going to go ahead and get camp set up. Like I said, no rain fly tonight because we don't need it. We'll be watching the stars. No moon tonight either, so it ought to be nice and dark with a nice, beautiful stars out here at Lake Colorado City State Park. Adios, my friends. Rockstar's attached to. He's doing good. He's just laying here enjoying it, looking around. It's really quiet. I heard some dogs barking back in the distance, and Rocky said, "What was that, Dad?" He don't know. Anyway, camp's pretty much set up. We're gonna do a Italian sausage with bow tie pasta and a butter sauce tonight. So nothing fancy. And cooking it on the little 2-burner gas stove. I don't know if there's a burn ban. I haven't seen any alerts. Nowhere on the websites or the app at the front entrance, no, nothing. So we're having a fire tonight. We may get shut down on that, but we are going to light a fire. Lord knows we don't need it right now. It's about 92, I would say. So it's a little toasty right now. But here, once that sun goes down, it's supposed to get down into the upper 50s tonight for a low. So that'll be real exciting. And like I said earlier, no moon tonight. So we ought to have a real dark night. Not a cloud in the sky. And we ought to see all the stars there are to see. We'll try to do some footage of that with the GoPro and see how that looks. Looks pretty good though. Everything's set up. It's almost time for a cold snack. If you know what I mean. You know, in state parks in Texas, it's no public display of alcoholic beverages. So, you know, I won't be partaking with that as far as you know.